All right, fellas, let's go out here and take a look in the backyard. My wife and I just got back from, we went to a bazaar out on the west side of town. And we picked up some jam and some little fruit cakes and pies and things. And just walk around, just something to do. It's a nice day outside, about 72 degrees. Take a look at the garden, how it's doing. Man, the garden's doing really good. Look at that, stuff is beginning to grow. Here's the other tomatoes. This is a different variety of tomatoes here. They're growing a lot quicker. But we're looking good, boys. Let's go back here and look at the blackberries that we planted. Yeah, there they are, boys. Planted 2 plants and put up this screen here they can grow on. So that's looking pretty good. Let's go over here. I really like my lamp, street lamp, and my bench. It looks like a park setting, doesn't it, in front of the fire pit. Here's our plants here with the birdhouses and everything. And the daggone rabbits keep eating these. Look over here. This is where they're eating everything. Daggone it. We like to have the rabbits in the yard, but man, they're really taking a toll on those plants. And then here's where the bird feeders and everything are at. And no hummingbirds yet. Got 3 of the feeders out. Daggone it. Dog bark scared me. There's more plants on the deck. We got plants everywhere. Here's another area we got fixed up. That's old birdhouse I made. And I took that old tin roof off of another birdhouse we had that was falling apart and put it on that one. So, all right, guys, that's enough in the backyard. Let's get in here. I got a bench update. I got a lot going on right now, maybe too much. But let's take a gander here, fellas. Let's do a time and temperature check. Guys, it is, look at that. It is 10:33 in the a.m. Out here in the garage, it's 75 degrees, 53% humidity. Not too bad. If I had to paint something, I might get after it. But I don't have anything. All right, guys, let's get after this here. I was at the hobby shop. Look at this. When I walked in, I always walk straight down the aisle because it's from the front door to his desk where he's got it, where you check out. And there's kits on both sides there. And the first thing that I saw was this 37 Ford street rod. Man, I couldn't pass it up. You know, I built the, well, there's one of them, the sedan. There's one of the sedans, and I got another one up there somewhere, up yonder. But man, that just looks so cool. I just had to get that. And I bought some paint. Guys, I'm trying to get away from the tester's paint because that stuff just takes too long to dry. So I really like this, to me, as acrylic paint. So I picked me up some of the semi-gloss black. There's one of those. He's always got a jar of these sanding sticks up there. So I bought one. And, you know, tell you the truth, I could probably go to the dollar store, Dollar General, or whatever, and pick up some of those sanding boards for your fingernails, you know, and be a lot cheaper. Probably get a bag of them for $1 versus that was $2. But I'll help out the local hobby shop. I picked up some paint because I'm working on that 51 Anglia street rod, and I originally picked these 2 up, that metallic green and the brilliant orange. I think those are some killer looking colors for a hot rod. But I had these already here at the house. This is a pure metallic red, and that's the deep metallic blue. But one of those is going to go on that sucker right there. This one I've been working on. And guys, I tell you what, I sanded the rag top off the top, got it nice and smooth. I need to hit it with some primer to see the areas that I missed. And I worked on this flip nose. I got this working really good, and it fits nice. So I really hate to disturb that anymore. I think I'm gonna leave it as is. I'm gonna try and find some screen for the front of that grill there. I think that'd look pretty cool if I could find some screen and paint it black and put that in there. That'd look pretty cool, I think. But guys, here's my thoughts. Let me show you here. Here's the wheels and tires I picked out. These actually come out of this kit here. So thought I might use those. They're pretty good size meats. So, but the thing is, you can't get them underneath the back of that body there. So I pulled these. Let me show y'all. Daggone, where's that kit at? Let me show you here. I don't have it out anymore, but see that old monogram 44 pickup? That's where those fenders come from, those rear fenders. Whoa, I'm getting dizzy doing this myself. Hope you guys didn't. All right, that's the fenders out of that kit. And I think I'm gonna try, it's gonna take a lot of work, but I think I'm gonna cut those fenders off the body, smooth with the sides of the body, and then thin these down a little bit. Let me see if I can do this. Thin these down a little bit where they tuck in closer to the body. So I'm probably going to have to sand these at least 1/4 of an inch off these suckers. No, not 1/4 of an inch, maybe 1/8 or 3/16 to get them in closer, because I think they just stick out too far right now. But the angle, I mean, the contour and everything seems to fit pretty good. So that's what I'm thinking, fellas, about doing. We'll see though, but that's what I got in mind, because I'm going to turn this into a pro street. And here's some of this is the engine that comes in the kit, and I'm not really, the jury's still out on this one, guys. I started cleaning up all the parts and everything, and I got some of the parts painted chrome. Now guys, this is something new I tried. I painted all this with the Tamiya's TS14 gloss black. Let it dry good, and then let me go over and get it. I'm gonna show you. This is what I've been using here lately. It seems to be working out pretty good. This is the Rust-Oleum metallic finish chrome, and I'm telling you, it doesn't look too bad. I like it because it has a more of a, it's not a shiny chrome, it's in between a satin and chrome. I just like the looks of it, I really do. It's got the old school look to me. But that's what I'm chroming everything with. And if you want to see a comparison, here's the kit chrome versus the Rust-Oleum that I painted. I think the Rust-Oleum looks better. This just looks too, the kit chrome just looks too shiny, too toyish looking. I like this more of a satin look to it. Anyway, that's what I like, guys. So, and something else here too, guys. Y'all know I've been working on that. I've been doing some 3D printing, and I got my printer fired up this morning. And you know, guys know, I printed out this uncertainty. I bought the STL file and printed this sucker out. This is in 1/24 scale. I think the file comes in 1/25, so I have it printed out in 1/25, and then this 1/24. And I'm currently printing it in 1/18 scale. I thought I'd scale that sucker up a little bit and make a nice looking little hot rod. But that it's not a whole lot bigger, but I think it'll show a lot better. That's a really nice print right there for anybody that's wanting. You know, this is a rare kit. You don't, you know, if you see these on eBay or Marketplace or wherever, you know, these things are really selling for hundreds of dollars. I've seen some of them for $550 online, and that's a lot. And I don't know, I just, that's a lot for me to pay. I don't think I'd pay that, but some of you fellas might, but depends on what you want to pay, I guess. But anyway, guys, that's what I'm working on with 3D printing and all this stuff here. Can't forget about the old CMS Custom Model Society. You guys need to go over and check it out. That site is really growing. A bunch of good old boys over there. I post a lot of my finished vehicles over there, and just a great site. Well, guys, I think that's about all I got for right now. So I think I'm gonna turn y'all loose. Don't like to keep y'all too long. All right, guys, I'm done.